Are you a risk taker? You know, a lot of people aren't. They don't want to take risks. They like it's safe. They like everything predictable. John Shedd said something that I thought was interesting. He said, a ship is very safe in the harbor, but that's not what it was made for. It was made for the ocean. And you see, we're made for other things. And part of that is not to play it safe. I had to laugh this morning as I came outside with my dog. She didn't want to come out. In fact, she was balking at the whole idea of coming out the back door. Why? Well, because it was different this morning. There was something that had happened during the night, and she could see, and she didn't trust it. What was that? Well, my bird feeders are down on the ground, and that means I've had a bear during the night. And she could tell that something was amiss and something was different, and she didn't want to take the risk going out the same door goes out every morning because she didn't know what was out there. And we do the same thing. We don't know what's out there, and so we don't want to go into that place. We don't want to step off into that unknown circumstance. And yet God is calling us. God is calling us into those places of the unknown. The question is, are you willing? There's a saying, I used it the other day, that said God can enable the unable but not the unwilling. And that's the thing. You may not be able to do it, but God can enable you to do it. It just requires your trust. It requires your leaning into Him, letting Him take you into those places that you can't go yourself. The choice, though, is yours, as it is with me. Risk? Well, they're in front of us every day. The question isn't whether or not there are risks ahead of you, it's whether or not you're going to take them. I want you to think about that today as you go through your day. Perhaps there's something that you're not comfortable with taking the risk in, and God's saying, go. Think about that, would you? Hey, until next time, God bless.